What's up, folks? Welcome back to Standby. This is the Breakdown series. We're going to be talking today about my Haley Strategic D3 duty belt setup. Today we're talking about my personal duty belt setup. This is the Haley D3 belt. With inner belt, costs about $190 if you want to get the inner belt. So not super pricey for what it is. There are other competitive priced objects out there. You got Amazon builds. It's really about how much you want to trust your kit. I've always run Haley's products. I love them personally. This is not a plug to them, but shout out to Haley. I've always liked everything they made, so I went with the Haley belt as soon as it came out this year. Starting from my left side, as I'm a right-handed shooter, I have two different products here. These are both Kiwi mags, elastic mags. I have the double here. They didn't have the triple when I built this belt out, so I put a double here and a single here, equating to 3 spare mags on my belt. I have a general purpose Amazon pouch here, which I'm using for one of my Cloud Defense flashlights. Moving farther around to the backside, around my 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock area, I'm running another Kiwi Kydex non-elastic mag for my spare rifle mag. This will also be a 308 mag pouch from a random Amazon vendor. These kinds of things, these are more pricey, but when it comes to just a SCAR mag, personally, I'm not running my SCAR a whole lot. I put this on here to kind of fill the belt out, so I wasn't worried about the $12 price tag of this. But moving at my exactly 6 o'clock, I'm running the IFAK, which is the Faro Roll 1. This costs about $85 in multicam, and it fits legitimately everything you need, and you can get it from both sides. I know in military training we were taught if you can't get it if you can't get to your IFAK or medical equipment, tourniquets, things like that with one hand from anywhere, it's really no use to you. So this is really nice. It has 2 very slick bungee retentions you can do from either side with either hand with just a thumb or 2 fingers. And then it has these slide outs here. When you slide it out, you got a 28 French MPA, you got your hemostatic agent. It could be a quick clot. It could be, I got a tourniquet in there. I'm also running just normal gauze and bandages as well. And then I keep a Sharpie in there to annotate, time I put on a tourniquet if I do end up using one. Moving around to my 5 o'clock position, I'm running another Amazon general purpose multi-tool pouch where I just run my multi-tool. Comes in handy a lot. I used to not run one and I regret it moving forward now looking into the future, because when you're sighting in lasers, weapon sights, whether it just be a random sight in, if you're out with an outing with the boys and you want to change a holdover or something like that on an EOTech, this is critical, especially when doing red dot sights on pistols. I know some of you guys run Trijicon, those little bolts there to turn your windage and elevation are an absolute brain hemorrhage to get a hold of. So always running a multi-tool. I recommend it. I think most people do, but that's my pouch. I have some empty space here because I unfortunately am indecisive of where I like to carry my Safariland holster. This is the QLS system paired with a Glock 17 level 3 holster from Safariland. I'm using a low rise. I've tried everything from mid, high to now low, and I find low to be the best, especially if you're sitting in vehicles. You can kind of move it up front to the top of your thigh, and it kind of stays out of the way. It's an easy draw from a sitting position. So that's the kind of thing I'm on right now. Of course, got to mention the Lucas at T-Rex Arms elastic band, leg band. I run this one. At the time of making this video, there are multiple other options out, which I will be trying personally. But the reason I was drawn to the T-Rex Arms elastic leg band was the fact that on the back side of this, when installing the QLS system, you can put it right, there's a bolt back there, or you can ride it on any of these 2 bolts. There is an eyelet sewn in here, a metal eyelet, so it doesn't fray when it's getting pulled on or you're running around with it. That bolt keeps this centered, so you always know this is going to fit after you elastic it down. And then I just am using a good old Vaughn's hair ties here to hold in my cat tourniquet. This is easily accessible from the front with both hands. I didn't really want to run anything special here, as the Cobra belt's kind of obstructed if I were to go any farther to my noon here. So, and that is kind of the end of this. One of the other main reasons I like this is because it is a Cobra belt, and we all know for the military guys, Cobra belt's pretty much superior. I know a lot of people, like my colleague here at Standby, he likes to run the cord due to the fact that he eats a lot of tacos while he's eating at work. And, you know, when he gets a little chubby, a little bloated, he likes to draw that core ratcheting system back. So, not me though. We stay fit. We're runners out here, so the Cobra belt will do just fine.